Should you start a YouTube channel this year? That seems to be the question of the year. Seems like everyone is starting a channel but you, right? What are you waiting for? Should I get started? How do I get started? Is there still room for me? Is it too late? All these questions you might have, I'm going to answer them for you. My name is Katrina. I'm with Katrina's Graceful Creations, and I started my channel about 3 years ago, and I've been asked to show you some tips and tricks on how to get started. And is it still a good opportunity for you and your business? The answer is yes, of course. It's never too late as long as you start. So I'm going to take you through a few steps, tips and tricks to help you get started, to take away, maybe some of the doubt, answer some of your questions, and hopefully that way you don't have to keep watching these same type of videos on how to start a YouTube channel, and you can get started this year. Now, first things first, you want to know what type of YouTube channel do you want to have? Do you want to produce videos around vlogs? Do you want to do tutorials, how-tos? Or do you want to create content centered around your business behind the scenes, different things like that? There's so many different styles that you can do, or guess what? You can do it all. Who says you have to have just one category or just one niche? I'm here to let you know all you have to do is get started. Have an idea of what you want to do, what type of content you want to create, and most of all, what's important to you. What do you like? What are you passionate about that you can literally talk hours upon hours about? So the key to YouTube is you need to create content with something that you feel is easy to you, something that you love, that you're interested in, and that you can actually make content on. But first, when you're getting started, you do want to create content that is searchable topics. YouTube is the largest search engine out there. It's owned by Google. Well, so when you're creating these videos, you want to have videos that people are actually searching for. So normally people come to YouTube to have a problem answered. They want to get something solved. They need to know something that they can't find the answer to, or they're coming to YouTube for entertainment. So the same reasons that you came to YouTube are going to be the same reasons that others come, and that's what's going to make them click on your videos. So now let's talk about the big question that I know a lot of people want to know, that a lot of people get hung up on. Should you niche down? The misconception out there for YouTube is that you have to pick one niche. You have to stick with one topic, and that is just so not true. So if you watch my content, you know my channel is all about starting a business. It's all about DIYs, crafting, unboxings, and I show you different tools and equipment that helps you along with the process. So I do not just stick to one method of printing, one method of doing t-shirts. I show you numerous options, because if I only talked about sublimation, or if I only talked about, DTF, or if I've only talked about a heat press, it would get boring over time. How much content can I really make on just one particular topic? Now, there are some topics that you can talk about a plethora of things. It can go on for years and years. So it could work depending upon your niche. But at the same time, if you're just starting out on your YouTube channel, how do you know what you really like? How do you know what your audience is gonna like? Me, per se, I do not like niching down. I do not like conforming to the rules, because I love variety. Not everyone is gonna love one thing, but there are some really good successful channels that have just one niche. That means you're only targeting that one specific area, those one type of people who only want to come to your channel for that particular content. Niching down has pros and cons. When you niche down and when you're only talking about one specific topic on your channel, you might run out of things to say. So you have to know for yourself, if you pick a certain niche, a certain category, let's just say if it's cooking. If you're talking about cooking on your channel, you have to be able to talk about cooking endlessly. You have to be able to give so much content just centered around cooking that you don't get bored, that you don't run out of content. So niching down can be great, because everyone who's searching for that particular topic, you can become the guru. They can come to you and you can be the specialist for that particular content. But if you run out of things to say, then where does your channel go after that? So I don't niche down. I layer my channel. My channel has many colors. My channel has many different facades. And of course, I like to mix my content in. I do behind the scenes, I do vloggings, I do tutorials, I take you guys out. So you have to ask yourself, what type of YouTuber do you want to be? Do you want to be someone who's in one specific category, you put yourself in a box and that's it? Or do you want to give yourself the freedom to have different layers on your channel? Because the more layers you have, that's when you get to explore and you can find out what you really love to do, what you really enjoy, and also what your viewers actually love. So if you start to create different types of content, if you say to yourself, I don't want to just stick to just one category, I want to layer my channel, I want to do different things. You do one video on one topic one day, and then the next day or the next week you do another topic, and then you do another topic the next week, and you see that topic B got more views. That's when you say, hey, maybe my viewers love this type of content more. So that's when you want to say, let me double down on that topic. So if I started talking about how to grow my YouTube channel and you guys just came out the woodwork and just really liked that video, really began to engage in that content, then my red flags are going to go up and I'm going to say, now I need to create more content around that. I'm going to start building more secondary videos on how to build a YouTube channel, how to get monetized, how to make money on social media. Now I can create all this different content around that particular video topic because you guys show me you like that topic better. But if I only stuck to maybe different topics in the beginning, I would have never known that. So give yourself the freedom to explore and to see what your viewers like. But ultimately, it's mostly important about what you love to do, what you feel passionate about, and what you feel like you can create the most content around and enjoy doing it. The worst thing you can do is start a YouTube channel just because you think it's a hot topic that you might get a lot of views on, but you hate doing it. You don't have any knowledge on it. The last thing you want to do is start a YouTube channel on something that you are not confident with, something that you're not knowledgeable about. You have to have something that you know about, that you love, and that you can talk about and answer questions about, because engagement is key. When the viewers start to comment, you have to be able to engage back. That's how your channel grows as well. So when you first put out a video, your first 24 to 48 hours are crucial. It's key. That engagement means so much and it helps with the algorithm. So I always comment back no matter what, no matter when, whenever I can. It pushes your video out there, helps with the algorithm, so that way other people can see your content as well. So let's look back at my channel. When I first started, ooh Lord, I didn't know how it was gonna go, but I just picked up my camera one day and I started. My very first video is on me putting together a table. Let's see how many views that video has today. So this is my very first video. As you can see, still under 2,000 views to date. Bad camera, bad lighting, I didn't care. All I did was put together my very first table, but this is how I started my journey on YouTube. Now, I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. I'm going to give you guys some information that you probably haven't heard before, or maybe you have, but you haven't heard it from me. So come a little closer. Let me explain something to you. Some of you are probably sitting on some awesome ideas. You're probably sitting on some great content. You're probably sitting on a potential gold mine, or either something that would help someone else if you would just put out your first video. But guess what? A lot of you are scared. A lot of you are overthinking it. A lot of you think that you probably have to have all this fancy equipment, all types of stuff, and that's just not the case. I'm here to let you know I started with my Android phone, not even an iPhone at the time. You do not have to have fancy equipment. You do not have to have expensive lighting. You do not have to have all this backdrop. Just start, because if you want to start, you can grow and build gradually. You don't have to have everything all at once. You can always buy fancy equipment later. Just work on getting your videos out there first. So you want to work on the quality versus the quantity. Now, some people say, how many videos should you put out when you're first starting? Now, when I first started, in my mind, I said to myself, oh yeah, I'm going to grow faster if I put out a video a day. But let's be realistic. Filming and editing videos takes time. And I always say quality over quantity. So as long as you're putting out, I would say when you're just starting, at least a video a week, that's realistic. But if you can do 2 or 3, then that's even better. Of course, your channel will grow faster the more content you put out. But at the same time, your channel can grow and grow fast if you're putting out great content and still 1 video a week. I don't recommend you put out less than 1 video a week. YouTube's algorithm changes so frequently. So in order for you to get noticed, for you to come up on search engines, you do need to be putting out frequent videos. But at the same time, you need to be realistic with yourself. If you have another job, you need to think, how often can I shoot? When am I going to be able to edit these videos? But you want to do it in such a way that you don't get burned out. So there's this thing in YouTube called the Valley of Death. So what that means is there's different types of YouTube creators. There's different type of influencers. So when you start out, we're all happy. We're all excited to start our YouTube journey, right? We're like, I'm going to be in this for the long haul. I'm going to start getting paid. I'm going to be making money. I want to become an influencer. But when you post that first video, some of us are like, okay, I got this. But then you get no views, right? So automatically after maybe 3 or 4, 5, 6 videos, for some people it could be even less, you just stop. You quit on yourself before you can even start, before you even take off. You quit on yourself and then you just hit rock bottom. But then there's some other type of YouTube creators who start on a high, they start posting content, but then they don't get the views that they want, but they keep going. They find motivation within themselves and they keep going. Next thing you know, one of their videos picks up. One of their videos starts to get views, starts to get momentum. But then guess what? You run out of ideas, you don't know what to create, you're overworked, you're trying to put out maybe too many videos and you get burned out. Next thing you know, you quit. You're like, this is not for me. I don't know what to do. I'm done. There's no space for me. It's all about your mindset. It's all about your mentality. So you got the people who before they even start, they quit. Then you got the people who kind of give it a little bit more extra push, but then at the same time, they haven't planned out enough. They don't really know what to do. They haven't thought ahead, right? And then they still give up. They still quit. But then you have those people who actually think long term, who actually say, this is something I really want to do no matter what. I'm not giving up on myself. They think about other ideas. They even look at other successful YouTubers. Then they say, I want to model that behavior. I want to be like them. But at the same time, creating your own unique spin on it, right? And you say, well, I'm going to stick this out. Then one of their videos takes off. Might not go viral, but it gets a lot of momentum. You find your pace, you find your stride, you find your niche, and you keep going until your channel gets monetized. So what does that mean? You don't want to fall into the valley of death trap. You don't want to stop. You don't want to quit on yourself because you never know. It could be literally your next video that takes off. My very first few videos did not do good. As you saw, I was just putting the table together. Then I did a computer video. I didn't know how it was really going to turn out for me until I did that one video about removing sublimation ink. And sometimes it's the videos you don't think is going to do well that does well. That video to date is one of my most watched videos, and it was just a simple video on how to remove sublimation. You never know what video is going to catapult your YouTube career. You never know what video is going to propel you. So I'm just here to say, keep going. Keep going. Now, when it comes to quality, you want to have great sound. You do want to have great lighting. So you can start out with just buying low budget, cheap ring lights from Amazon. I don't have any expensive lighting in my room. I don't have any strobes or anything like that. Sometimes I'm using my natural light if I'm facing the window, and other times I'm just using a simple ring light that I got off of Amazon. It does not take fancy equipment to get started, but you do need lighting. That's the key. You do need great sound. If they cannot hear you, they're not going to watch you. Y'all let me know real quick in the comments when I had bad sound. I had bad audio one time. I don't know what happened, and y'all let me have it. So I'm here to let you know your sound, your lighting, and the quality of your videos is what's key. Those are probably the most important. Everything else you will learn over time. You don't have to have the perfect editing with all these different sound effects and music. That all helps, but you can learn that over time. I did not learn everything at once, okay? I learned all that extra along the way, along my journey. So now if you do want to incorporate music and different things like that, of course, non-copyrighted music, you can use YouTube's library. YouTube library has free music that you can use, or I like to use Epidemic Sound. That is a subscription that you have to pay for, and that's what I like to use. I used to go on and search for YouTube music for free, but do not do that. You want to use YouTube library, or you want to use some other type of platform where you might have to pay for a subscription, so that way you can incorporate, you know, background music, sound effects, stuff like that. It does help. If you're watching a video where I'm not talking, and if it's just me working, the music keeps people watching, keeps people engaged, and of course it fills in the gaps of dead spaces when you're not talking. So music does help. Just a little tip if you want to add music to your videos. You also want to consider your thumbnails. Thumbnails are so important. You can use Canva to create your thumbnails. You can use Pixel Cut. You can use so many different apps to help you create thumbnails for free. But it's so important and vital because that's the first impression that someone gets of you. That's what makes people actually click on your video. So if you have a great title, you have a great thumbnail, that's what will get people to click on your videos. And in the YouTube studio, you can see on your back end, you can see and tell how many people are actually clicking on your thumbnails, which is called your click-through rate. So that way you can see, are my thumbnails really engaging? Are they captivating? Are they getting people to actually click on my videos and watch them? So when you title your videos, you want to consider, all right, what do I title my videos? You don't want to use clickbait because you want your video to actually be about what your title is. You don't want people to click on your video and your video has nothing to do with the title, which made them come to your channel in the first place. You want people to click on the videos, but you want people to actually stay and watch your content that you're putting out. So it takes a lot of work, a lot of long hours to put in to actually edit. So you want people to actually stay and watch your videos. How do you get people to watch your content if you have a similar video over someone else's? It's all about your keywords that you use in your titles. So let's just use this video for example. There are so many videos out there about how to start a YouTube channel, how to grow a YouTube channel. Some say how to start a YouTube channel for beginners. Some say how to start a YouTube channel in 2023. Some say all you need to know about starting a YouTube channel. You want to make your title stand out so that way they'll be able to click on your video versus someone else's. So when I title my videos, I always think about how can I title my video differently so that someone will click on my video versus someone else's. So I'm not just going to say how to start a YouTube channel. No, I'm going to say how to start and grow your YouTube channel with no subscribers in 2023. You want to make sure it's current. And then next year, guess what I'm going to do? If that video did really well in 2023, I'm going to go back into Canva, I'm going to edit my video, and then change and use the same video and say how to start and grow a successful YouTube channel in 2024. So that's just one way of how you can title your video to get more views, to get more clicks. You want to think of ways to stand out. You always got to think outside the box so that way you can set yourself apart. Before I go any further with today's video, I have to take this time out to tell you about this new class I've been taking with Skillshare. I've talked to you about them before, but this time I found out that my girl, one of my favorite content creators, Erin Winters, is on Skillshare, and she has an amazing class. Now, if you don't know what Skillshare is, it's an online learning community where so many people like myself, creatives, entrepreneurs, side hustlers, anyone looking to grow and propel your business or learn something new, this is where we go to learn. They have so many classes from so many different people all around the world, experts in their field, and they teach you how to grow your business and your brand. Now, this one particular class, I'm telling you guys, Erin Winters, she has a business and a YouTube channel called Erin On Demand, and she teaches people how to start, grow, and brand your business from the smallest to the greatest. And I watch her all the time. So of course I had to take her class. Now guys, she teaches you how to brand your business using vlogging, sort of like what I do and what I'm doing now. So definitely take this class, check it out, because if you're looking to upscale your business, if you're looking to drop new products, if you're looking to grow your brand, this is the class for you. So if you are self-taught, self-motivated, you're a hustler, you really want to build your business and your brand, and you want to get away from your 9-to-5, then subscribe to something better. Try out Skillshare. I'm going to tell you all about this course, but the first 1,000 of you who click my link down below will get your first month free of Skillshare. Now check out this class that I just took and finished and completed. I'm telling you, it will change the game for your business. This is the course I took with Erin Winters on vlogging for your business, building a brand using video, and she is very good at what she does. She has built a whole business. She has a huge YouTube channel with over 300,000 subscribers, so I like learning from the best. So she teaches you in this course on how to build hype around your brand and how to build hype around your products. She talks about marketing strategies. She gives you all the benefits, the tips and tricks to vlogging and how you can actually make money from it. She also talks to you about good vlogging versus bad vlogging, because trust and believe, there are some bad vlogs out there. But she talks to you about how you show and tell and create a whole entire storyline. She talks to you about planning out your entire content so that way you don't have unnecessary dead space or unnecessary footage. She talks to you about shooting your vlogs, editing your vlogs, posting your vlogs, the whole nine. I'm telling you, if you want to use vlogging, because most of us are already on our phones and cameras, if you want to use it and turn it into money and make it work for your business and your brand, take this class. Now, I can't give you all the gems. You have to take the class for yourself. So if you click the link down below in the description box, the first 1,000 of you will get your first month free of Skillshare. That's an awesome deal. So if this isn't the class for you, there are thousands of other courses that you can take that will help you grow your business. Thank you so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video. Now back to our regular scheduled programming. So now, what type of YouTuber do you want to be? You have to ask yourself, what's your main goal for wanting to start a YouTube channel? Some people want to start a YouTube channel just so they can funnel sales and leads to their business, get more exposure for their business or for their brand. Some people only want to be an influencer. Some people want to get as many subscribers as possible so that way they can get as many followers on all social media platforms. Some people only want to do vlogs, have a vlog channel, travel channel, comedy channel. What is your main reason for starting your YouTube channel? There are so many. The possibilities are endless and there is space for everyone. So no matter what type of YouTuber you want to be, everything still applies. The key is you want to make sure that your videos are searchable so that people can find them. You want search easy videos and topics so that way people can find your videos in the beginning. So if you didn't know, Google owns YouTube, the most popular search engine. So when people are searching for things, your videos could come up in the rankings. So if someone is typing in the Google search bar, how to fix a broken pipe, your video could come up if you have a video on how to fix a broken pipe. So you want to make sure that you have search related topics so that way your videos are easy to find. And there are so many external plugins like TubeBuddy and vidIQ to help you so that way you can find relatable topics, you can find trending topics, you can find keyword tags. I mean, there's so much that it will help you with so that way you won't run out of content ideas. So that way you can get your SEO rankings high. All those external plugins are there to help you so that way your YouTube journey will not be that hard getting off the ground. So your videos should be solving a problem, answering someone's questions, or providing some form of entertainment. That's the only reason why we come to YouTube, right? The University of YouTube. I want to get my questions answered, or I want to come for a good time, have a good laugh. So you can do that with either vlog style videos, or you can do that with tutorials. When you're first starting out, keep your videos simple. Do not overthink it. Do not overcomplicate it. People do not like long-winded videos unless it's a really good video, unless you know it's engaging, or unless you already have that rapport, unless you've already built a community and they love watching you. So I say when you first start out, try to keep them as short as possible, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Now when you go on your back end of your YouTube Creator Studio, your analytics will tell you how much people are engaged in your video, how long people are watching. I'm not going to go too in depth with that, but you'll begin to see, how long people are watching your videos, how many people are actually clicking on your videos and stay on your videos. YouTube will let you know all of that. Then you'll get a sense of what you need to do or what you might need to consider changing. So now that you've made the decision to start your YouTube channel, you've taken away all the fear, you say, okay, I have my niche, I have my categories, my topics, I have my camera, my phone, my light. Okay, how am I going to edit these videos? Real simple, real easy. There's so many different programs out there. Of course, if you have an iPhone, you can use iMovie. I specifically have never used that one, but you can use iMovie right on your phone, right on your computer. So I love to use LumaFusion because I like to edit on the go, especially when I'm out and about or out of town. I use it on my iPad, so I know it's only available on iOS right now. I also love CapCut. CapCut is a great app, and I just found out that they have an app available for the desktop as well. So I love CapCut, especially for social media, TikTok, Instagram, and short stories. Of course, there's other programs like DaVinci, Final Cut Pro, and so many others. But of course, some of them you have to pay for. Some of them are more advanced than others. So I say keep it simple in the beginning, so that way you don't have to worry about all these other extra features or learning something new. You can always, again, learn as you go. The most important thing is just start. And start where you are. How do you promote your YouTube channel? How do you get followers? If you have Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, you want to be definitely promoting your YouTube channel to everyone on every platform. So whenever I create a brand new YouTube video, I always create like a little mini trailer. I want to give teasers. I want to build excitement around my video. I'll do it beforehand and I'll do it afterhand. So I'm creating trailers on my Facebook, so that way people can know I'm coming out with a video or I've come out with a video. But I don't give away the whole thing. I give away just enough to have them intrigued. And of course, I include the link so that way they can click on it and watch my YouTube video on YouTube. So you don't want to ever just give them the information. You want to give them the information and send them directly to your YouTube channel. In my stories and in everyone's Instagram stories, now everyone can add links. So whenever I post a new video, I'm putting in my stories, whether it's a trailer or whether it's the thumbnail or something, with my YouTube link, so that way they can click on it and watch my video. I want everyone to know I have a YouTube channel. So when you're just starting out, you cannot be scared. You can't be timid. You can't be shy. It doesn't matter if you don't think you have a great video. Someone else might think it's an awesome video. You have to let everyone know, because the people who already know you, hopefully they'll be your first supporters. Hopefully they'll be your first subscribers, until you start to gain momentum from people who you don't know. So promote it on all social medias all the time. So now the one thing I'm going to tell you guys not to do, because it will keep you from getting monetized, is go into all these different various Facebook groups and do like sub for subs. Be like, all right, you watch my video, I'll watch your video. You subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to your channel. No, please do not do it. I don't know how YouTube knows, but the algorithm knows when you have like bot subscribers, or when you have people that's not actually watching your content, but they subbed and they've never watched a video. You do not want that. That will definitely keep you from getting monetized faster. So you want authentic subscribers, people who will genuinely watch and love your content. So stay away from that. So now that you've started your YouTube channel, you want to be prepared for either direction that it goes. If your YouTube channel doesn't take off, what are you going to do? But if your YouTube channel does take off, what are you going to do? So when I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't think about it. I just was like, all right, I'm just going to go with it, pray it works. But I didn't think about what if it doesn't work. And I definitely didn't think about what if it does. So I would advise you guys in the beginning, start your YouTube channel and think of it as a business, and always think of it on glass half full. Always think of it as it's going to take off. Prepare your mindset for what are you going to do. Have certain things in place already in the beginning, so that when it does take off, you're already prepared. Meaning, you want to be thinking about your content ideas well ahead. When I first started out, I did do that. I jotted down like 100 topics, 100 video ideas that I was going to potentially do and record. So you want to have some sort of video ideas or concepts ahead of time, because if one video takes off, you you want to be prepared to do your next one. If that video takes off, you want to be prepared to do the next one. You don't want to be sitting around twiddling your thumbs, scratching your toes, and saying, oh my God, what is going to be my next video? You want to be prepared so that way you can have your content lined up for the following week. If you're going to be doing 1 video a week, if you're going to be doing 2 videos a week, you definitely want to be prepared. So jot down your ideas in advance. Think about your thumbnails. Do you want to edit your videos? Do you want to edit your thumbnails? Or do you want to have someone else doing that? If someone else is doing it, you might have to pay them. So you want to think about all those things beforehand. If a video really takes off or goes viral, that's when you want to double down on that topic. That's when you say, okay, those people came and watched that video for that specific topic, so now I need to create another topic centered around that so I can keep them coming back. You don't want to lose those viewers. I'm going to tell you guys some realness. Most people do not subscribe to your YouTube channel the very first time they watch your video. They have no idea who they are. They might not trust you yet. They might just say, okay, she did one good video, but I don't know her. So you want to keep creating content around that video because you don't want to lose them. You want to keep them coming back for more. So now you might need to consider, okay, I've given them all these informational videos. I've given them all these tutorials. But now some people say, I want to know a little bit more about her. So that's why on my channel, I've introduced you to my family. I brought in my son. You've seen some of my friends. You've seen my mother. You've seen my sisters. I take you out with me when I travel. You want to mix it up. You want to throw in some variety. You want to get outside the 4 walls. If you're always doing sit-down videos, maybe one day you want to get out and vlog. People want to get a sense of who you are. Let me know in the comments if y'all like that, because if you do, I'll do more of those. I know for me, I like watching people, seeing them out and about. So if I'm out doing something with my business, I'll definitely record that so that way you can get a sense of me outside of the workspace. So if I am doing something business related outside of my office or craft room, I'll take you guys with me because people love to see behind the scenes. People love to get a sense of who you are, and they want to know a little bit more about your life. So I always say include vlog style videos, travel videos, whenever you're out and about, because people love that. You become more relatable to them and they feel like they're with you. They're engulfed in the video other than just sitting down, watching your videos, watching your hands work, doing voiceovers. That gets boring at the time, and you want to think about longevity for your channel. So when you incorporate all those different elements, it helps to build the longevity and people continue to come back because people will outgrow you and your channel. When people evolve and when people grow, you want your channel to evolve. You want your channel to grow. So you don't want to stay in one place. So after a certain amount of time, you have to evolve. Your channel has to change and you have to grow. So if you want to keep your viewers and if you want to grow more subscribers, you have to keep mixing it up. You have to keep leveling up your channel as well. So with that being said, people will watch a video to get information and learn from anybody, as long as they're giving them the information they need. But people will stick around with you, people will love you, and people will fall in love with your content if you are relatable. If they can relate to you on any type of level, you got them hook, line, and sinker. So I always say be authentic, be yourself. If you're a boring person, then maybe YouTube is not for you. If you're a boring person but you really want to do it, then you have to like up your ante. You have to, be more personable. You have to be a happy person. You have to be a comedic person. Whatever it is that you think people are going to be able to engage with. You can even ask your friends or family, what is it that you guys like about me? What do you think I'm good at? Get their feedback so that way you can know. Now if they say nothing, then you got a problem. But if they say, you know what, you are really funny, we love when you tell jokes, you have a dry sense of humor that we love, then you need to incorporate that in your channel. If they say you are a great storyteller, some people can tell a story. Kevin Hart is a great storyteller. Yes, he's a comedian, but at the same time, he's a great storyteller, and he can take the simplest thing and keep you engaged. So if you have that ability to keep someone engaged with your storytelling, you definitely need to incorporate that on your channel. Find out what's the best thing about you and put that on camera. You cannot be shy. You cannot be bashful. All you gotta do is just be yourself and be relatable, and people will love you. People can tell through the camera. I used to be a photographer, and I would tell people the camera takes what it sees. So your camera is gonna record you in your rare form. It's gonna show your viewers who you really are. If you are authentic, if you are kind and sweet, the camera is going to show it. Do not come on YouTube being someone who you really aren't. The last thing you wanna do is come on camera, record yourself, have a YouTube channel focused and centered around someone who you really aren't. When you turn the cameras off, you're someone completely different. If someone sees you in the street, if your channel blows up, takes off, and you're one way on camera and then you're out in the street, because I've been meeting people outside. I'm like, wow, I'm starting to meet a lot of people outside, you know, of my YouTube channel. I'm in my house, I'm in my four walls, but when I'm going to Hobby Lobby, or when I'm in Walmart, or when I'm in Joann's, or wherever I'm at, people notice me. They see me. They notice my son. So if I'm someone completely different than what I am on camera, do you think they're going to continue to follow me? So be authentic, be true to who you are, and people will love you for you. There is so much more advice I can give you on how to start your YouTube channel or why you should start. But the most takeaway I can give you from this video is to just start. Stop procrastinating. If this is something that you really want to do, just start. Start small, but always think big. You never know where it will take you. I hope this video helped you guys out. Get out there, start those channels, and I'll be watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.